कॉफ़ी ना कॉफ़ी द रिफ्रेशिंग टेस्ट ऑफ कॉफ़ी उनकी तरफ से एक और एपिसोड लेकर हम आज हाजिर हो गए हैं। ये एपिसोड एक और यूनिक एपिसोड है हमारी तरफ से और आज हमारे ख़ास मेहमान नाम तो आपने सुना होगा बट बोलते हैं नाम में क्या रखा जब तक वो पर्सन की कैपेबिलिटीज़ और जब तक उसके बारे में अच्छी तरह से जान ना जाए। और शी इज़ नो अदर देन Monica Raghwan, very famous in terms of a little bit of politics there, in terms of business, and of course very well established company के जो हैं बेटी हैं। So आज हमारे खास मेहमान हैं मोनिका जी। A very special welcome. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for the invite.
Yes. Don't worry, we won't sort of embarrass you or put you in an awkward situation, but this is all fun.
Okay.
Everybody must have heard Monica Raghwan. Who is she? And I actually sort of like sometimes feel that the person I interview should sort of like let the people know who she is or who that person is. Maybe you'd like to introduce yourself.
Okay. Well, just introduce my name. I'm Monica Raghwan. I was born and brought up in Suva. My mom's from Lambasa. Mm-hmm. My dad's from Turek.
Okay.
I went to Veyut.
I always see him around anyway.
I actually went to, I don't know if you remember the Kindi Peter Pan.
Okay.
Up in Waimana Road. Went to Peter Pan, went to Veyut Primary, then went on to Suva Grammar School. Mm-hmm. So basically I spent 13 years in that same environment. Then I went to India. I went to do my first degree there. I did my Bachelor of Science at Raj College for Women, University of Madras. I came back and I started work, EU funded, up in Singatoka, and I did a postgraduate diploma. Started my master's, never completed it. DNA fingerprinting in Bele.
Okay.
And then I continued. I worked with the family business. I've been with them for the last 23 years. But 2006 I joined politics and got into parliament, and then we were thrown out, and we fought several elections, still with Labour Party.
Are you still trying to get into the parliament?
I think what we wanted to do within that 16 years was just a change of government. Okay. Because once you have that democratic rule, so we, as we'd like to know it as, then the playfield is open for anybody. Mm-hmm. It was during those 16 years it was very tough. For people, they wouldn't want to stand. So that was my observation.
The ladder that you have climbed so far, there's one more ladder to go further up.
I'm
the
sure
leadership.
Yeah,
the leadership. Are you vying for that?
No, it's not as if I need
Why
to be
not?
in the leadership.
Why not? This is something.
I'll tell you what, my best work is done behind the scenes.
Okay.
And I can, for me, it's not you need a face, an image, but I'm a worker.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically,
well, you have the face, you have the image, you have the name. I don't see any reason why you should be stopping yourself.
You get limited. When you're in the forefront, you're limited because you're the face, and there's certain ways you got to do things. There's certain things that need to be done that only the leadership can do. Mm-hmm. Whereas the actual work is carried on behind the scenes, and that's what you need to do. And more fun.
Yeah, okay. That surname, that Raghwan, it of course deals with the construction and all those things. So, are you doing all those sort of construction, sort of like planes and all those things? Or?
No, I'm not an architect. But what I did 23 years, I worked as an assistant agronomist in Singatoka and 8 ACP Island countries for about 8 years, including 2 years we were based under SPC, Secretariat of the South Pacific. The Pacific Commission. Okay. And then I joined the family business, and I started looking after the properties. That's what I did. Okay. And over the years, I've looked after all of that aspect, including the maintenance and the refurbishment. Mm-hmm. Time to time, we look at all the admins. We do the admin work. We look at, when they do the tendering and everything. There are certain aspects that we do look at, but that's really not my full job.
What is that keeps you motivated? I mean, कुछ तो होगा ऐसे जो मतलब आपको encourage करते रहता होगा, and you sort of get inspired or something like that. Do you have a guru? Do you have someone whose work you really admire or something like that? कुछ ऐसा है?
No. I just have my...
So you are your own guru?
I have my to-do list. Yeah. At the beginning of the year or end of the year, I just have I would like to do this.
Okay, there are some decisions which Dad must have taken. Was there any time when he just said, Monica, you can't do that or anything
Oh,
like
yeah.
He did say
We've had that, yes.
Oh,
we've
okay,
had
okay.
that. So
Was there any argument or anything?
Oh, yeah. We've had standoffs for about
Oh,
3
my
months or
God.
something. So we, and so far, at the end of it, I've won. But
You have won the battle.
But he's my dad.
Okay.
So he allows me to do things. So I think because we do things differently.
Okay.
We do things differently.
His ways of looking things must be a bit
It's different.
different.
It's different, but he's come through the hard way because they came up with virtually nothing when they started.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've seen 4 coups, so we've seen the ups and downs. We've been through the worst things, but we've learned to cope as a family.
Okay.
We've learned to cope, and we just weather it. You weather it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who starts after that standoff? Who starts the conversation between you two? Is there a mediator between you two?
No.
No?
Sooner or later, we have to talk.
You have to talk.
Yeah, sooner or later something comes up, and so one of us has to talk. But usually, I must say, my dad has he's actually quite kind.
Okay,
He's
okay.
very kind, and he normally, because I'm the daughter, I suppose he must. My mother always says she's just like you. She's just like you. You two are the same kind of thing.
Okay.
So I think that gets him smiling after a while.
Okay. And do you take criticisms? मतलब कोई ना कोई तो ऐसा होगा. I'm not talking about just your business side of it, but there is politics. There is of course family. How do you take criticisms?
On the chin.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're entitled to your opinion.
Okay.
And it's good to have a bit of criticism because then you begin to think, okay, from which side is that coming from and which point are they looking at? But it's good. It allows you to grow better. Yeah. You don't necessarily have to take it.
All right, definitely. Coffee na coffee, the refreshing taste of coffee. उनकी ओर से आज कॉफी विद एसएन में मोनिका राघवन आज हमारे खास मेहमान. आज एक और सवाल मेरे पास आया है और of course, what is it that rewards you a lot? Is it the work? Is it people's word? Or what is it that you find it very rewarding?
I think it's, most of us, and I think I'd say that with most of the people in the business world, they have other parts of their life where they're actually doing things which is not known, or we don't bring it to the forefront. Like we do have our own social responsibilities. We get involved in certain things, and we keep that quiet. And that is the most rewarding when you see things happening, even the smallest of small things, because your name's not coming up anywhere. And I think a lot of people do that. It's not just business people. A lot of people do that. And I like that best.
And can I say that it is the other side of Monica, side B of Monica?
I think
Doing
so.
things behind the scene.
Oh yeah, that's totally me. Yeah,
That's the other side.
Yeah, that's totally me.
So when you sort of like think about few things that motivates you, encourages you in the world, there must be some people who really admire or you get inspired. 3 people at least who you think are the greatest people in your life, or these people, whatever they do, even though you are not in touch with them, but their work probably gives you a very positive influence.
No,
3
the
people.
only- sorry.
I got some names, unless you want to, like Bill
Well,
Gates.
the only thing, look, I'll tell you what, I don't know if you know, but I'm a Christian, right?
Yeah.
So for me, the Bible is my guide.
Okay.
And so if there was one person that didn't, that's just my way. I just follow. I like to follow that. And with that comes, people that you look at. I mean, I've got friends around who I speak to, but to say that somebody inspires me, I'm sure there is, but I can't come up with
You can't come up with
it. Because I don't really look at any one person, yes.
any particular rumor that you heard about and you said, where did that come from? Was this sort of like more like surprised?
No.
No? No
Even
rumors?
if there
rumors
is, it comes like this and comes out the other side. I don't give. If I know what I've done, what I haven't done.
Okay.
So even
But
if
there were rumors or anything?
I haven't actually heard any, but you do have people.
How come you're so beautiful, so wonderful,
not
so
about
nice, so successful? So there are people trying to pull you down, or they might say a few things. You must have heard it, but you just
No,
ignored it.
I concentrate on what I have to do. I
Okay.
think if I let those things come in the way,
Uh-huh.
I won't be who I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
One habit that a 18-year-old can do which you can challenge that person, that 18-year-old?
What I'd advise them.
Whichever.
Yeah. Well, I found this a good habit. I call this a habit. Ever since I was saying in my, growing up from primary, waking up early, right? And early, you get up early. I used to exercise a lot when I was in primary and high school, but high school basically. So I used to love that. Get up early, cycle, I go for a walk, I take the bike out for a little bit, come back. I used to swim constantly, but having just enjoying yourself, your me time, and also going to sleep early.
Okay.
Also another thing, reading. Yeah. You read, and you must be, educate yourself. You don't necessarily have to have a degree or a diploma or a certificate, but educate yourself with material, literature around you.
Okay. Now, probably I'm just sort of leaning towards a very personalized area of this. My question now arises is, one thing about men that all women should know. One thing about men that women should know. Do you think you can trust men?
Well, I trust my dad. I trust my brother.
Of course.
I trust my cousins.
Yes.
Well, I think like everybody, you need to assess people. I mean, you'll have a talk. It depends on how close you want to know somebody. I mean, normally with me, I'm talking to you.
How long does it take for you to start trusting a person? 10 minutes, 20 minutes?
No, for me, if it's just a brand new person like I'm talking to you, I'm just speaking to you.
Please trust me.
Yeah, well, that's about it. We just speak to you and then I'm off. I don't know when I'll see you again. So, it's just, that's the moment.
That moment you will trust me, of course.
Well, yeah, because everyone else is in the room.
Okay. No, for guarantee.
No, but even then, I mean, if it's a matter, it depends on what you mean by trust. Are you looking at how confident I am if I'm telling you a secret? Or is it because...
Will you tell me a secret? Put it this way.
Why would I tell you a secret?
No, I'm just asking.
A secret is one that you don't tell, right?
If you are stuck in an elevator,
yeah.
Which 3 people wouldn't be an issue for you?
How long will we be stuck in the elevator for?
Well, it could be 20 minutes, it could be half an hour, it could be 3 hours.
A tall person.
A tall person?
Yeah, so that I can get out through the...
Well, your dad is the tallest, I must say. He's really tall. I've seen him.
Yeah, he's about 6'1", yeah. No,
Oh, you need someone to just fix the
I
thing.
just want to get out of the
You
place.
just want to get out. And 3 things that you cannot leave the house without.
Oh, keys, of course. Yeah. Keys to the house, keys to the car, keys to the office.
Let's look at keys. 1.
Yeah, keys. Keys 1.
3 things.
Your handbag's got everything in it.
Yeah.
What else?
How important is your mobile?
I've been forgetting it recently, so it's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but I certainly...
You still have to go and get it?
I need my watch.
Okay. You need your watch.
I need my watch.
So watch is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not because of any other thing, but it's just there to tell me, time.
Are you a foodie person?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And your favorite?
You can tell.
And anything that is favorite?
Yeah, I like nama. I don't know if you've tried nama. I enjoy my nama. If I can get it on a weekly basis, I'm very happy.
Yeah, okay. That's your favorite, right?
Well, it's
one of the favorites.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
And any of those authentic Indian dishes?
I do like aloo matar and puri.
You love that?
Yeah, I like that. I enjoy Thai food, and
do you go to weddings? Because every wedding
it's
there is.
It's been a while since anyone's gotten married, and we're hoping there will be a couple of weddings.
Okay, you're looking forward to that aloo matar
and if they've got one of
and
those.
the kaddu.
Yeah.
Any interest in sports?
Oh, I enjoy swimming. When I was in India, I used to enjoy cricket. I used to watch cricket. Yeah.
Right. Lately, there was a big.
I saw one of them. I think it was India versus. I think it was
New Zealand.
No,
Australia.
I can't remember, but I was busy. I was there just watching India.
Oh, okay.
Time, yeah.
I find it a bit boring at times. Otherwise, if you have a lot of time, you can.
Look, I got that habit when I was in India, so you can imagine how it was at college. But you see, I was a Pakistani fan. All my other friends were from India, so there's about 6 or 7 of us that were put into on the other side of the room. Yeah.
So if you are not a businesswoman, what would have been the other option?
I think an explorer.
Explorer.
I always wanted to explore places. So yeah, And I've done that. I've done that. But I would have archaeological sites. I like to go in and up.
You meet lots of people. What is something that you don't like about some of the habits that people carry? Is there any special habit, or you think there are some habits which sort of like your mood sort of like starts getting upset, or you don't like this kind of habit? It's not about pointing one thing. It could be a general thing, anything that you feel that no, they should not be like this.
I'll tell you what, over the period of time now that I've come to a certain age, I now begin to see people, it's their character.
Okay.
So I begin to accept people as they are. Before it would be like, okay, you know, and because it's for the moment.
Okay.
And if they're my close friends, I just know how they are and I accept them. And I think they accept me. Everybody will.
So if you're in a circle of friends there, and then one of your friend is got, like for me, one of my friend has got a habit of eating food and making noise, more like chapar chapar.
Yeah.
And I question him, what's wrong with you? You're disturbing me. I cannot have my... So anything like that that affects you? No? Or the mutton kurkura or something like that?
I'll probably help them eat it. So that we
just to finish
level.
it off.
Yeah.
Oh
same level.
my
I've
God.
not call a few others. Actually, you know, let's try and finish it.
Okay. Have you ever thought that you will be sitting with Fiji's #1 announcer and doing an interview, Coffee with SN? Have you ever
Are
thought?
you really #1 announcer?
Well, that's... I can claim that title, and you should be proud that...
Well, like I said earlier, I thought this was going to be just a conversation without camera.
But you enjoyed the conversation.
Well,
you cannot
said
say you didn't.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. This has been a nice
experience.
time. Yeah, nice experience. Yes.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you in my show,
Thank you.
Coffee with SN. I'm sure that you enjoyed every moment of it.
Yes, I did.
And people around the world will be watching you. And thank you so much for taking your time. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for the time. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.